What's up, guys? RPG85 back with another video about RPG games because I'm the king of RPG YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about a brand new game coming out on March 8th. This game will be releasing on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 4 via digitally, and Xbox Series X and S. Now the game is called Unicorn Overlord. We first saw this game at a Nintendo Direct that took place back in 2023, and I really like the art style of this game. It looked kind of like a strategy RPG game, similar to like Fire Emblem or the old Shining Force games, so I was definitely kind of interested in this game. Now, full disclosure, Atlas did reach out to me, and this is a sponsored video, but I'm kind of glad they did because Unicorn Overlord is a lot different than I thought it was going to be. I honestly thought it was going to be a strategy RPG in the vein of stuff like Fire Emblem and Shining Force, and while there are some influences of Fire Emblem in the graphical style of the gameplay is completely different than I thought it was going to be, and I absolutely love it. It reminds me kind of Ogre Battle or even a little bit of Dragon Force on the Sega Saturn. So today we're going to be taking a look at Unicorn Overlord. This is the Nintendo Switch version of the game to see if this is a game that's right for you, because honestly, this game surprised me with just how much I enjoyed the gameplay within it. All right, so to catch you guys up to speed about the storyline of Unicorn Overlord, basically the main character is a character named Alain. Now, when Alain is a little boy, his mother is the queen of a region. She ends up getting betrayed by a character named Valmor, who ends up taking over the kingdom and betraying her, inciting this huge war going on. She flees, she leaves you with a ring called the Unicorn Ring, and basically puts you entrusted into the development of a character named Joseph, who was another one of her right-hand men that did not betray her. Joseph basically raises Alain to be a warrior to try to avenge the demise of his mother's kingdom, and basically you start the liberation front. You go out into the world and you try to rid the world of the evil that is put within it. And that's pretty much the story, kind of in a nutshell. There's a lot more twists and turns that end up happening, but I feel like that'll sort of get you into things. Now, like I said, this game is very different than I thought it was going to be, but that's kind of what makes the game cool. So here's like the main sort of game mode. You have the overworld, in which you control kind of everything that you do. So you have different things like different towns that you can help out by doing different tasks like deliveries. The more deliveries you do for a town, the more the town grows and the more sort of things they can offer you as far as provisions, which are kind of like your items, and then your armory stuff, obviously different weapons and shields and things like that. You could board a ship too if you want to. I'm not going to do that. And you could station a guard there to sort of take care of things while you are gone. This is my guard here at the region. Basically, you go over the map and you go to different places and engage in different battles. Now, when it comes to your team and your units in the game, that's where things start to get very sort of different, because you can see here, we have like different characters and different units and different positionings. That is basically one of the strong points of this game, is the strategy element in the game. It really boils down to what characters you have and what unit that can complement each other when you are out on the battlefield. Managing these things are very, very important. Having your units strategically laid out are also very, very important. You want certain characters in the front, you want different characters in the back, as pretty much applicable to like their fighting style. So we right now have 4 different units, and all 4 of these units I feel like are optimized in a very well done manner in order to do battle when we get into the battles. All right, so another thing I want to show off to you guys is just the amount of different classes that you have within this game. This is my current squad of people that I have right now within my units. We have a lord, we have a fighter, we have a paladin, we have a thief, we have a knight, we have a hoplite, we have a soldier, we have a housecarl, we have a hunter, we have a gladiator. Like, there are a ton of different classes that you get, and as you level up these characters, they get more tactics that you can get over on the other side. Of course, there's a bunch of different skills and loadouts that you can do with these characters. You can see where things are learned for them as well. Like, it's very, very in-depth, but like that's what I like about it. Like, we'll put a little brown beret on Bruno down there. There's a lot of alliteration, but it really like, and you could get like so much depth as far as like learning who's good at what and where you should kind of position them on the battlefield as far as putting them with various units. You get this cool little animation here, like just so much cool stuff in terms of the gameplay and like in terms of how you handle your units. In the overworld, you'll come across different towns that you could build up, different people you could talk to, you can examine different things, you could dig up different things like treasures. I've already done that in this region here. This is basically a little conversation between some of the characters that will help build a bond. I won't do that for you guys because I really want to show you guys the gameplay. Obviously, the game itself looks absolutely gorgeous. It looks like a Vanillaware game. Vanillaware is awesome. Muramasa the Demon Blade is just a fantastic freaking game. So I always like seeing Vanillaware games. Let's see if we can help out these people. So this is cool. We can do this right here, and we can help build up not only ourselves, because you have to build up your repertoire as well. The higher your repertoire gets, as far as the honors are concerned, you could use that to spend on your renowned. And your renowned is kind of how well you're known in the region, which will allow you access to different people to hire into your army. You do come across people that you end up adding into your army as well that are integral to the story of the game, but there's also decisions that you can make as well, whether to, because there's like a magic spell on all the people within the game, so you have to break the magic spell, and then sometimes you could choose whether to let them go or have them join you and stuff like that. It's honestly, I know it kind of sounds like a lot, and kind of initially when it first starts out, it does feel like a lot, but after like an hour or so, I feel like everything really clicked with me, and that's where I just started to enjoy the game so much more. So now we have gained 10 renown. We are a D class. The E class is the smallest class, and of course we got some gold and stuff like that. They always need different provisions, so we'll kind of visit that at another time because, well, like I said, I want to show you guys the combat of the game. Now, when it comes to the combat of the game, I think it's awesome. Oh, we're digging. What do we find here? Oh, we got some Corvia herbs. All right, that's cool. And you can really see here in the cutscenes that happen, just like how good the graphics are. Like, I love this art style. I think it looks so cool. And like, there's little intricacies within the characters, like facial movements and mouth movements and stuff like that. Like, they're not stagnant when they're talking. So I really like that about the game. I think that's super cool and just a very nice attention to detail. All right, so here's how the combat plays out. It's all being done in real time. You basically have Valor up in the top corner, and that allows you to have different points. You can use those points to deploy units. You gain Valor by combating people and stuff like that and defeating them, and you actually have some additional stuff once you have your units deployed that you could spend the Valor on. That'll give you like little buffs and boosts on the battlefield. So keeping an eye on that is pretty important. You can see here the different Valor skills that you have access to based on how much Valor you have at that time, so it could help you in the heat of battle. We're going to basically deploy a bunch of different units here to sort of, get our feet into the ground and make sure that we're all covered as far as the combat is concerned, because like I said, everything is happening sort of in real time with this, so you want to make sure you're on your P's and Q's when it comes to battling. Now we're actually out of Valor, so we're not going to be able to deploy all of our friends, I should say, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. So once you're in the battles themselves, let's just get to a battle so I can show you kind of how it works. You can see this archer is going to impede us a little bit, so maybe I will wait for this guy to come to us, and then that way we have him coming to us, so we're not in the line of where that archer is going to be. We will fortify with people behind him as well, just to make sure nothing gets too crazy, and we'll let this play out. Now here's where things get very interesting, because there's a lot of stuff on the bottom of the screen right now. So when you're in combat, you actually like don't pick commands and stuff in what you want to do. It's all based on who is in the unit, who is in the squad, and how good they are against the people they're going up against. So you can see right now, when we do this battle, we will do 11 damage to them and they will do 4 damage to us. Now, if somebody's within our range, we can also hit the R button to swap them out to see if it does anything better. So the people that were behind our main unit, Joseph's unit that was there, we now switched to Travis's unit, and Travis's unit will do 37 damage to them, thus eliminating them and doing 0 damage to us. And then you basically engage them in battle. You can skip these animated scenes if you want to, but like, you're not pressing anything right here. It's the strategy element of the game is all in creating your units and making sure that you're using the right units against the right sort of enemies and stuff like that, and knowing when to deploy units, knowing when to sort of pull back and stuff like that. At first, it was so weird to me because I haven't played an RPG like that in a very long time, but I've grown to love it. Like, I think this is it's so much fun. Like, it's so different, and I think the uniqueness of it is what makes it like just so much more. I don't know. Like, it feels almost more accessible at the same time as being like also, you know, very engaging and like very deep as far as what you do. Like, I haven't played an RPG like this, like I said, in a very long time. I know like Ogre Battle and Dragon Force kind of had that same sort of element into it. So we're going to be doing a battle here, and we will easily dispatch of these baddies right here. Oh, your little passive steal. Wow, yeah. You're doing so good, buddy. You can also speed these up by holding down the ZR trigger. So we'll kind of do that. Just absolutely bodied. Don't touch me. Don't touch my units. And don't mess with my squad. But that's like the real interesting part about this game that completely separates it from so many other RPGs on the market. There is a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get it, dude, it's so much fun. It plays unlike most games on the market, at least most games I'm aware of. Like, maybe this is a genre that's been around for quite a while, but I really haven't seen it since, you know, years and years ago. We'll let things play out here. We will go and attack this guy. We're sending this unit over here to check out this sparkle. You can see the number next to the units as well. That's basically your stamina. You can use stamina, at times you could take breaks to rebuild your stamina. But like, it's such a unique game. It's such a unique freaking game. And I think it's just so cool how they did this and just made something completely fresh. Because RPGs, really, you have like your strategy RPGs, your action RPGs, and your traditional RPGs with like turn-based combat. But this is like such a unique blend of all of them. Such a fun game. It's awesome. And the best part about this game is there's a demo that you can play right now on like your Nintendo Switch or on your PlayStation or on your Xbox. And all of that progress saves over. So even if you're just mildly interested about it, you could check out the demo to get more of a look into this game. If you want more information on Unicorn Overlord, then check out the link in the description box down below. I know I kind of did this video in a weird style, but I felt like this was the best way to do it, because you have to sort of see it in action to be able to explain things. And I think they've crafted an excellent strategy RPG that definitely feels very different and stands out from, you know, a lot of other strategy RPG games that we've been getting lately. Let me know what you think about this game in the comment section down below. A huge thank you to Atlas for sponsoring today's video. Like I said, there'll be more information in the description box down below with the link. Make sure you guys go check that out. Check out the demo while you're at it too. The game launches on March 8th for your Nintendo Switch, your PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 digitally, Xbox Series X, and Xbox Series S. And as always, guys, you know, let's rough this guy up a little bit. We're not going to finish him, but he's not going to finish us, so we'll technically win the battle, and we could do damage again. And as always, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.